Dear viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows ruptured ovarian pregnancy causing hemoperitoneum. It is a long video. To completely understand the fate of the fetus and fate of the patient, it has to be a long video. You can see the liver, gallbladder, and fluid is seen along the hilum of the liver. Thick fluid, you can see the thick and turbid fluid is seen along the hilum of the liver and in the Morrison's pouch also. You will see later on, as well as the fluid, thick and turbid fluid in the lower abdominal cavity in the pelvic region. Ruptured ovarian cysts are one of the most common causes of acute pelvic pain. The most important differential consideration is a ruptured ectopic pregnancy of ovarian pedicle or leakage of cyst contents, serous fluid or blood, where hemoperitoneum may be present in the pouch of Douglas Morrison's pouch, also called hepatorenal recess or right subhepatic space. Now, the ectopic pregnancy is a complication of pregnancy in which the embryo attaches outside the uterus. The detection of ectopic pregnancy is typically by blood test for human chorionic. Other causes of similar symptoms include miscarriage or ovarian torsion, a small amount of anechogenic free fluid in the recto-uterine pouch. Now you can see the fluid in the Morrison's pouch, thick and turbid. You can see multiple internal echoes are seen. This is hemoperitoneum. Ovarian cyst and ectopic pregnancy, there is a relationship of ovarian cyst causes infertility. If you are not ovulating, having irregular period is a sign. Have a STF fallopian tube surgery, pituitary or thyroid problems, or have had is a history of chlamydia, pelvic inflammatory disease, or an ectopic pregnancy, you may be at the risk of infertility. Now, happily, the majority of the ovarian cysts would not affect the pregnancy at all. Other types of cysts can continue to grow during pregnancy and in some cases cause pain, but even in those cases, such cysts usually do not cause problem for the pregnancy. Now, the size of the cysts directly correspond to the rate at which they shrink. Most functional cysts are 2 inches in diameter or less and do not require surgery or removal. However, cysts that are larger than 4 cm in diameter will usually require surgery. Now, the hemoperitoneum, also called hematoperitoneum, is the presence of blood in the peritoneal cavity, and the blood accumulates in the space between the abdominal wall and the internal abdominal organs. Hemoperitoneum is generally classified as a surgical emergency. In most cases, urgent laparotomy is required to identify and control the source of the bleeding. In some cases, careful observation may be permissible. The abdominal cavity is distendable and can easily hold greater than 5 liters of blood. Therefore, large scale or rapid blood loss into the abdomen will definitely induce hemorrhagic shock and, if untreated, may rapidly result in serious consequences. Now you can see the fluid in the left side of the abdominal cavity in the renal, in the splenic region. You can see the thick and turbid fluid around the spleen. Now, the Morrison pouch is a potential space that can open up when fluid or blood enters the area, When these are not present, there is no space between the liver and the right kidney. Now, as a result, the doctors use the presence of Morrison's pouch on an ultrasound to help the diagnosis conditions that cause fluid buildup in the abdomen. Now you can see the uterus. The whole length of the uterus is intact, as the pregnancy is extrauterine. This is extrauterine pregnancy, left ovarian pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancies can seem like normal pregnancies in the very beginning, with typical pregnancy symptoms like a missed period, breast tenderness, fatigue, and nausea. Symptoms of ectopic pregnancy include severe lower belly pain, especially on one side, vaginal bleeding, or spotting. Now you can see a small amount of fluid is seen in the cul-de-sac, but the uterus is intact, as well as the right ovary. These are echomeconormal. If you take a pregnancy test, the result will be positive. Still, an ectopic pregnancy cannot continue as normal, as the fertilized eggs grows in the improper place. Signs and symptoms become more noticeable. Now you can see the left ovary, and you can see the ovary is enlarged due to the conception in its ovarian pregnancy. You can see the fetus inside this gestation sac. Although the ovarian pregnancy has ruptured, but there is a leakage of blood. The gestation sac is visible still. In this case, fetus with fetal demise. No cardiac activity is seen, no blood flow is seen. Now you will see the communication between the ectopic pregnancy and the abdomen, from which the fluid has leaked out, blood has leaked out. An ovarian pregnancy can be mistaken for tubal pregnancy or hemorrhagic ovarian cyst or corpus luteal prior to surgery. You can see this is the fetus. Sometimes only the presence of tropoblastic tissue during histological examination of material of a bleeding ovarian cyst shows that an ovarian pregnancy was the cause of bleeding. Every pregnant woman should have an ovarian cyst. This cyst is corpus luteum, the cyst of pregnancy, which produces the hormone progesterone. When the corpus luteum is surgically removed before 11 weeks of gestation, most pregnancies will end in miscarriage. So, a very late sign of ectopic pregnancy, you might miss your periods and have discomfort in the belly and tenderness in your breast. Only about half of women with an ectopic pregnancy will have all three of main signs: a missed period, vaginal bleeding, and a belly pain. Now you can see the communication between this, through which the bleeding had occurred. Communication between the abdominal cavity and the ectopic pregnancy. So only About half of the women with an ectopic pregnancy will have all three of the main symptoms: a missed period, vaginal bleeding, and belly pain. Other common symptoms of ectopic pregnancy include nausea and vomiting with pain. So the levels of this hormone increases during pregnancy. This blood test may be repeated every few days until ultrasound testing can confirm or rule out the ectopic pregnancy, usually about 5 to 6 weeks after conception. You can see this is again the fetus. Shoulder tip pain is an unusual pain felt where the shoulder ends and your arm begins. It is not known exactly why it occurs, but it can be a sign of ectopic pregnancy causing some internal bleeding, so you should get medical advice right away if you experience it. But in an ectopic pregnancy, egg implants itself in fallopian tubes or in the ovary, which leads from the ovary to the womb. Around 1 in 60 to 1 in 80 pregnancies are ectopic, and in the vast majority, the baby cannot be saved. Again, you are going to see the uterus, urinary bladder. This is the urinary bladder, this is uterus, cervix. Ovarian pregnancy refers to an ectopic pregnancy that is located in the ovary. Typically, the egg cell is not released or picked up at ovulation, but fertilized within the ovary where the pregnancy implants. Such a pregnancy usually doesn't proceed past first 4 weeks of pregnancy, but practically this is written in the data. Practically, I have personally seen pregnancies up to 10 weeks, even an abdominal pregnancy, as I have uploaded this video a long time ago, an abdominal pregnancy which was about 16 weeks, more than 16 weeks. The pouch of Douglas, that is cul-de-sac or rectovaginal septum, is the space between the rectum and the uterus. This is the lowest part of the abdominal cavity. A female pelvis is a complex and ever-changing area of the human body, and the pouch of Douglas is a particular area of contrasts. Also known as the cul-de-sac, the pouch of Douglas exists between the uterus and the rectum and is the most dependent area of the pelvis where fluid pools. In most cases, a small amount of fluid in the cul-de-sac is normal and is usually not of concern. If the fluid sample shows signs of pus or blood, the area may need to be drained. Sometimes blood can be seen as a result of ruptured cyst or sign of an ectopic pregnancy. Just 1 to 2% of all pregnancies are ectopic, and in 95% of these cases, the egg is fertilized in the fallopian tube on its way to the uterus. 0.5% of the cases, including this, the baby grows inside the ovary itself. Pregnancy causes a lot of changes to the body. Some of these changes can cause mild discomfort or light cramping in the area around the ovaries. Ovary pain may cause pain on one side of the lower abdomen or in the pelvic cavity. Any serious ovary pain should be reported to the doctors and medical advice should be taken. Typical symptoms of ovarian conception are the abdominal pain and to a lesser degree vaginal bleeding during pregnancy. Patient may present with hypovolemia or be in circulatory shock because of internal bleeding. You can find some important information in the description of this video. This is a long video. I hope you will see the most part of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel if you do like this video. Please click the like button. Thanks.